Welcome back to the live stream, everyone. Today is June 18th. Let me get everything fired up over here. All right, so yesterday after the live stream, we had 12 orders come through, so that would bring us to here. Or 12 journals. And this is our 200 mark, which is crazy. Thank you guys so much. Let's color this in and get going. Hey Lisa, how are you? Good to see ya. Hey Lynette. All right, you know what? I should start with some Etsy orders today because we do have a few Etsy orders and I find it hard sometimes to remember to do them, but I don't want to forget to do them. All right, here. Let me do Fiona's first. A matcha green pre-made journal. Kelly, wow, thank you so much for your order. Yes, I saw that come through and I was so curious who that was for. That's one of my, well, that's tied with my biggest order. 8 journals for Kelly's staff. Thank you so much, Kelly. We're gonna start off on Etsy here. So this order is for Fiona T. It's gonna be heading to Australia. Yeah, I know, it was crazy, Liz. I stopped the live yesterday and then immediately sold like 10 more journals and I was like, ay. We are getting into, I don't know if I'll finish this before baby territory, so had to make the call. All right, let's see. I think it didn't get mashed. No, I think that's just there's a seam there. Oh, thanks, Nicole. I know a few people have asked for bump updates on the live, and I'm almost never wearing a bra when I'm going live because I'm here in my basement chilling. You know, I'm not about to get dressed up for this. So I had to stage a bump update on Instagram instead of just doing it impromptu on a live stream. All right, Fiona's journal. Let's see here. She ordered a charm, a green or pink turtle, and a green pom-pom. Oh, absolutely, Gina. I'm planning to still do some kinds of updates while I'm working on it. I'm not totally sure how is the best, or what's the best way to do that. Okay, she said green or pink. This one has the most pink, so we'll do that. Oh, thank you, Terry. I feel like you don't get called cute very often when you're almost 6 feet tall, so thank you very much. I don't think I've heard that since I was like a kid. Cute. I know, Lisa. Well, I was talking to my husband about it, and like I said, immediately after the live yesterday, I got that 8 journal order from Kelly, all personalized, and then another 2 journal order personalized. And it was like 10 journals selling within like 5 minutes. It's like, that will take me 2 live streams just to finish those 2 orders. So he was there when the orders got placed, and it was like, obviously very, very grateful for the orders, but also kind of like a little bit overwhelming as we just get closer and closer to baby coming. I don't want to be caught off guard to where I'm not going to be able to finish things before baby. So I had to end it more abruptly than I expected it to. But I feel like it makes sense. I was gauging, I honestly thought 100 orders was ambitious, both like for people to place that many orders and for me to have the capacity to pack that many orders. So the fact that we made it to 200, I am so thankful. But crossing that 200 mark was like, okay, I think I better stop so that I can actually finish these before baby arrives. Did Lizette use the same emoji? I just kind of assumed that she did. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. My babies always, I never get a very super outy baby bump, but is very tall. Takes up my whole torso, and I've got I'm a long torso girl. All right, thank you for your order, Fiona. Thanks, you guys. And thanks for getting us to 200. That was, like I said, this is very out of character for my small business. I don't want to understate just how well supported we've been over the last couple of months. So thank you all very much. I've got Amelia's journal next, which we're going to do a Glacier Blue pre-made journal. This is also on Etsy. Glacier Blue pre-made journal. And this one is also going to Australia. You know what, Megan? We haven't touched Jada's since last week when we finished the March theme. This week has been another packed one. We're going to do charms and a cover design for Amelia. Well, the cover we're not going to do tonight. Sorry, that I'll do tomorrow. Okay, an A with a girly charm of my choice. No, Alexis, oh, Amelia, there you are. Okay, perfect. I just assumed Australia, you'd probably be, wait, is it already the next morning for you? I just assumed sleeping, but I guess you might already be up. Is it the 19th for you already? I just assume that, okay, wow, so it's already like midday on the 19th. I just always assume when I get an order from the other side of the world that they probably won't be able to make it to the live stream, but okay, it's middle of the day for you, so this is not a stretch. Then you can let me know if you want to choose any of your charms. I know you put you choose, but if you would like to choose, go ahead, let me know number 1 or number 2, and I'll pull out a few girly options for you. And you can, again, if you want me just to choose, I totally can. But since you're here, you're welcome to pick them for yourself. I choose, you're not fussy. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the cover, let's see. What about, I know you have a ladybug on your name page. Could we match that? Would that be all right with you? I know, I'm really liking the red with the blue. Especially since we are gonna have red on the name page, so it's already part of the theme. Okay, perfect. Let's do that then. I know, the mushroom is very cute. I still have a lot of those left. How's everyone's Thursday? We had a good day over here. We had a little play date this morning, which was nice to get out of the house. They had a mud kitchen, which was totally up my 3-year-old's alley. He likes the water table, but mostly he likes to make yucky soup. So mud kitchen was even more perfect for that. Had a play date, and then in the afternoon, Oh yeah, I was editing my July Plan With Me video and I used my new mixer for the first time. Made a bunch of stuff, so that was nice to stock the freezer a little bit. Your 2-year-old had a graduation. Aw, cute. Thank you, Jennifer. Me too. Honestly, huge relief. Love taking personalizations. Would feel a bit bad if I end up having more time than I think I will, but I do feel relieved to have kind of the break in sight. And then that way, if I am still feeling able to continue live streams for a while, it just means extra time to work on Jada's before I disappear off the live stream for who knows how long. Oh, nice, doing your August planner pages. All right, let me take a quick sip of tea here. Amelia in red with ladybugs and bees. Oh, and thank you for your little note, Amelia. I appreciate your prayers with baby's arrival. Amelia in red with ladybugs and bees. All right. Such a good red, Yamil. I think it's my favorite one. Well, it's my favorite bright red. I have a few more like dusty reds that I also really like. Okay, we'll do a few ladybugs like this. Some that are like kind of flying with their wings open. Maybe one little guy like crawling. So far, so good, Sherry. So far, so good. I don't have any complaints. It's huge, which is amazing for like making a lot of things at a time, but it is more annoying for washing, you know? Either fitting it into the dishwasher or on my dish rack. It takes up like the whole thing. Just like the bowl and the one hook, but very, very handy for making a large batch. I got a Bosch yesterday, Kelly. I have been using, so I got a Ninja blender for our wedding shower years ago. So I was using the dough attachment on there for years, and then that stopped working a few months ago, and then I turned to my bread maker, which I also got as a wedding gift. But neither of them were really made for the volume of dough that I've been putting them through. So that one I think still would work, but it was definitely struggling. And like the last time that I did it, there may be a solution for this, but I ended up with a bunch of like black globs in my dough. Like I think oil or something from the gears working, you know, I don't know how it works. But I had to throw out that whole batch of dough, and I didn't want to really use it again because I was like, you know, I'm due for an upgrade anyways. I've been using these two machines that were never made to handle such a task. So I finally got an actual mixer to handle all the dough that we use. And today was my first day trying it out. So we made 2 loaves of bread today and 2 dozen burger buns and a dozen hot dog buns for the freezer, so that's like, I'm gonna do a little bit more postpartum meal prep, but that's one of my biggest things because my husband's taking a parental leave. So that way suppers can just be on him, you know? We prepped a bunch of burger patties in the freezer too. So now if I make burger buns and some like hot dog or smoky buns, that's going to be the main part of my postpartum prep. I might do a little bit like some other meals as well, some crock pot meals and stuff. I've got a few soups and casseroles in the freezer, but mostly we're going to be barbecuing this summer. Yeah, I've heard the Bosch. I've heard only good things about the Bosch. My aunt, she's got 9 kids and she makes everything from scratch. And they do a ton of sourdough, and her daughter does like a little home business with sourdough pizzas. They use a Bosch as well, and they've had the same Bosch for over 20 years. My grandma used to use a Bosch all the time. She would make like 100 buns a week. And so I know it's up for the task of my, I like to do bagels and stuff, which is just too hard for a bread machine. But I don't cook nearly as much bread as like my grandma or my aunt, what they've put their Bosch through. So I have no doubt that it will serve us well. Yeah, once my boys are teenagers, yeah. Yep. I know, even now I feel like we go through bread products surprisingly fast, but nothing compared to a family of 11 like my aunt, where, yeah, they're all, but one of them are, no, I guess one of them has moved out, but other than that, they're all teenagers and then one 11-year-old. So they definitely put it through the ringer. I don't know, Sky. I usually don't do that with red because it usually doesn't show up very well with red. Red, for some reason, never layers very well. Same with navy. Yes, Nicole. Well, on one side of the family. My mom has 5 sisters, so they were a family of 8 total. And then out of all her sisters, our family has 4 kids and we're the smallest ones. The smallest family, sorry. So I have a lot of cousins, which was lots of fun growing up. Okay, I think I want to add just a few black sparkles. Nothing crazy. Maybe just to kind of frame the name and not really scatter them anywhere else. Thank you for your order, Amelia. Alrighty. Let's pack that up, and we will do gold foil on this. I'll do that tomorrow when I'm putting shipping labels on everything. Oh, you're right, that one, he was kind of the odd one out, hey? I'll give him antennas. All right, let's see. We've got one more Etsy order and then I'll head back into Shopify. This one is for Mia Monica, going to Finland. Let me grab her Petal Pink pre-made journal. All right. Yes, whenever we work through Etsy orders, it's always so interesting to see where they're going. Usually my Shopify orders are the US, the UK, and Canada. But Etsy orders usually go all over the place. All right, we've got a custom charm for Mia. So Etsy is a little bit harder with the personalization. So the personalization that she chose was custom charm, but then in the box, all she wrote was her name. Do we think she wants a name page and not a charm? That is the question. I am Brandy, and we are at 206. So once this fills up, I think I'm just gonna be done. I'm not really concerned about the cost, Ashley. They're close enough. It's hard to decipher what people mean. And sometimes on Etsy, not always, but sometimes there is a language barrier as well. I often have people message me in different languages because these orders are going all over the world. So the fact that she put her name for the personalization makes me think maybe she wants a name page. I could message her on Etsy. That's true. Just then I won't get it packed before tomorrow. She just ordered it today. Well, maybe that's okay if I message her and then pack it for her in next week's order. I think it's a name, but she also didn't give a theme, so maybe I should just message her. That might be better. Okay. Mia Monica, we'll set yours aside and do yours tomorrow so that I can send her a message. I just need to remember to do that. Okay. Next up then, we'll move back to Shopify to order 1815 is where we left off. This one is for Christy. So I'm gonna go grab a Dockery Glacier Blue journal for Christy. Sorry, Tabitha, I just closed the personalizations for my mat leave. Yeah, I just wish I had checked with her before coming on the live, but I didn't really look at what orders came in today before coming to the live. So we'll have to check with her and then work on it next week. I'm trying to tell. Is that a scuff? Maybe just a divot? I don't know. That's pretty picky, but rather picky than not. That will go on the B grade pile then. Okay, let's try again. You don't see anything? Maybe I'll get Lizette over here for quality control. Okay, this one looks good. It was just like a little divot in there on the last one. Alrighty, we've got a letter charm, and a flower charm. I'm all out of flowers. I feel like flowers have never been so popular as they have this week when I stopped restocking charms because I'm going on mat leave. Christy, if you're here, let us know. I've got your C charm. That's the only option that we have for the C's. Well, there is one pink, but that's not what you mentioned. Oh yes, the random flowers. Thank you, Pause and Passy. Okay, so we do have a few random flowers that I totally forgot about. She asked for a daisy, so let's try to find something that's as close as possible to those daisy charms that we used to have. Let's see here. Oh, no, Jennifer, I don't think so. Okay, so if you asked for a daisy, we used to have white daisies. It's really unfortunate that we don't anymore. But if you asked for a daisy, would any of these be satisfactory to you? 1 through 6. Would any of them check that box for you? Ray says no. Sky would want the pink. The pink one is precious. 2, 3, and 5. Okay, I feel like lots of people are saying the pink. Okay, let's do a poll between 2, 3, and 5, because those are the only ones I'm seeing mentioned, which, I mean, makes sense. The other ones are objectively not daisies. Okay. So I'm going to do a 3-option poll, and let's remove all the other ones. Okay, so in the poll, choose number 1, 2, or 3. Here's the scenario. She asked for a daisy charm, which was white center, or sorry, yellow center, white petals. That was the kind of daisy charm that we had before. They are sold out. Would any of these suit that, that prompt for you? Oh, there's 2 polls. Oh boy, I don't know how to end that. Yeah, 5, I know, 5 is like a lotus flower, water lily kind of thing. Oh, okay, and then, oh, I should have said this before. Her name page request is hot pink, turquoise, orange, purple, big daisies with the name in those colors too. Okay, so she would like a colorful daisy. That's good to know at least. Oh, did they both get canceled or just one? Sorry, I was looking at the computer reading that. Okay, Lizette says the second. Maybe I'll just go with Lizette. Lizette has never let me down. Oh, there's another poll. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. She wanted a daisy charm, and her name page is going to have hot pink, turquoise, orange, and purple daisies on it. 2 for sure. I'm going to keep all these flowers together and put them in here so that the next time someone asks for flowers, I remember that I have them. Okay, we'll go for number 2. Then we gotta choose some colors because turquoise, that's a very blue, but it does have a little bit of a green undertone, but it's very blue. Let's see. That's a little bit more turquoise. What did you say? Is that turquoise enough or should I keep looking? Turquoise, hot pink, orange, and purple. I'm just gonna use this orange because it's kind of my go-to. And probably this purple. And for a hot pink, maybe that one. Or this one. Let's do the second one. Okay. Number 2 is more turquoise. Okay. These 2 markers should really have opposite lids, but got it. Okay, and now my question is, what color of centers do you give daisies that are colored? Like I always do a yellow center and white petals. And I can picture other colored daisies, like Gerber daisies, but I can't picture what color their center is. Is it always yellow? Black, brown, white. Oh, okay. Are we all guessing? Or do we know? You'd always use yellow. I like how our first few are like all completely different. So what you're saying is I should use my golden yellows that are actually orange, but I have convinced myself that they're yellows. They're all different? Okay, so maybe that's why we all had different answers. That's excusable then. Oh, interesting, Monique. Wait, Lisa, are you saying they should all be brown? Or are you laughing that they shouldn't be brown? They should be brown. Okay. Well, I trust Lisette. That sounds good to me. I feel like that's what my head would have thought, was to do them brown, but I just couldn't picture, you know, I could picture the daisies, but I could not picture the center of them. The shape of the petals more than the, okay, well now I'm nervous that I'm going to draw the shape of the petals wrong. They're kind of like this, like petals like that shape, you know? Is that right? Long with a bit of a, like lip. Lip isn't the word I'm looking for, but there's something going on in there. Okay. With name in those colors too. Okay, so it sounds like she wants her name in all colors, like all of the colors that she mentioned. That's right? Okay. Okay, perfect. So let me do her name very bright and colorful then. So we've got Christy, C-H-R-I-S-T-Y. C-H. Okay, maybe I'll do that. C H. A little divot like the bee grade journal. All right, let me grab my brown and add some centers of daisies. All right. Let's add some petals. Oh, hey, Pokefan. I am doing well. How are you? I feel like it's been a while. What's keeping you busy these days? I feel the same way on one hand. On one hand, I'm very excited to take a break, but I wish that live streaming wasn't like the most, you know, it's just the part of my work that's going to be the hardest to get back into just because of how time intensive it is all at one time. Like the rest of my work I can kind of scatter throughout the day, but the live streaming is probably my favorite part, so it's too bad that that's what I'll probably take the biggest break from. Hey, Carson. Add another one of these and then 2 pinks. I don't know if you guys can see the desk moving at all when I'm not even drawing, but that's baby kicking the desk. Got very active little legs in here. Oh, Lisette, that's brilliant. Actually, I should try that. Because I have heard that, like, if they get used to certain songs, even in the womb, that they have a calming effect. That's smart. Queen Kelly, I am not. You know what? I really, really wanted a midwife and a home birth and stuff with my first baby, and ended up having such a high risk pregnancy, needing like emergency surgery. That just wasn't an option. And then I had a great experience in the hospital. And so I wanted to have that same doctor again for my next one. And now we've moved to a new place, but I'm still always considered high risk because I need surgery every time. So I could maybe find a midwife that would take me, but I'm pretty okay with just going the doctor route because I've had a great experience every time. And they've still been able to do very like natural home birth-esque birth experiences. But yeah, exactly. In the hospital, lots of other pros to doing it in the hospital too. So I do not mind that at all. Just gonna kind of fill some of the white space with a few leaves. And then we'll add her white gel pen. Yeah, this one did turn out pretty cute, hey? I wasn't totally sure. I mean, I'm not always skeptical of the bright colored themes, but when I think of daisies, I always think very like soft white and yellow daisies. So the colorful daisies had me questioning a bit, but it turned out great. Christy knew what she was doing. All right, let's add her white gel pen. All right, thank you for your order, Christy. That was $18.15. Then we've got Sarah G up next, order $18.16. And Sarah's order is an espresso pre-made journal with no personalization, so we'll just put that in the bin for her. I wrote the wrong number on here. Whenever I read the number of the next order before I write on the current bin, it's always a bad decision. I usually write the wrong number and have to correct. But at least I noticed. All right, this one is actually 1816. That's what I wrote on the other one. And next we have 1817 for Ashley. We're back at it for Ashley with a dot grid glacier blue journal. That turquoise was pretty. I was gonna get people to guess Ashley, but then I was like, I'll just say it. There are a few contenders it could have been if I had got people to guess. She has 54 of each color. Yeah, exactly. All right, Ashley. Let's see here. Oh yeah, good. That was just a fuzz. We will do your cover design. We will do your name page. Special treat with this one, Ashley. Do you have a preference? If it's charms, I would do them right away. But if you'd rather have something different, that's fine. Let's see here. Light blue background stripes, small, medium hearts all over. Chapters of us in navy calligraphy. Big cherry with a bow. Cool. That sounds very cute. I know, right, Josie? The blue is so pretty. The matcha, I also love. That's what I chose as my first journal, and then as my pre-made journal, I chose the blue. It's just so soft. All right, so light blue, I'm thinking this. Get her stamps with this order, yeah. No puzzle piece yet. Thank you, Paws and Passies. I should keep checking in about 10 minutes because I had quite a late start today. No charms, it's your traveling journal. Okay, so stripes. Offering subscriptions. Yeah, seriously. Because everyone needs a new journal every month, right? Okay, so I'm just trying to decide if we should do stripes over the whole page first and then calligraphy on top of that, or if we should like make the stripes like a frame. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is the prompt. Let me read it again. And Ashley, if you have a preference, of course, let me know. Light blue background stripes, small, medium hearts all over, chapters of us, calligraphy, navy, big cherry with a bow. That's the prompt. So I'm trying to decide if I should fill the whole background with stripes first, or do the background first. Oh, okay, yes, I can. Yeah, the letters are navy and the cherry will be dark too. So I feel like they would both stand off of the stripes enough that I can get away with doing the stripes in the background. Let's do it. And if it doesn't work, then we'll paste on a paper to make it look like that's a frame. And we'll put the rest on the paper. Let's do it. I love blue stripes. I told you guys that's what I would love for my next collection of journals if I do another collection. Like a blue. I was thinking like a denim blue, but like pinstripes. Thinner stripes than this, but I really like thick stripes too. Win. You meant to say win. Okay. Yeah, thinking positively, I'm really excited to see how things go with Coco and Lynn this year. And like it's just a one-time, you know, we signed a one-time contract for now. I would be very hopeful that we can do it again next year, but there's no guarantee, you know. We just signed a contract to give it a try this year. So if suddenly that weren't even an option next year, then I would do my own again next year. But if it was, I would consider still doing my own empty journals next year, and then just maybe hiring someone else to help me with packing, because that's the part that it's not a very scalable business model when you're doing every single journal by hand, you know? So I would definitely need to hire someone to help me. Okay, so chapters of us. Let's do us, the cherries. Yeah, and then we'll do of a little bit smaller maybe. Of. And then she wanted big cherry with a bow. So that's what we'll do over here. Thank you for your order, whoever just placed one. Okay, let's add cherry stems as well. Small or medium hearts everywhere. And that's everything. Then I'll add white gel pen. I think I might do them in clusters on the stripes. So this stripe is gonna have clusters of 3 small hearts. And then the next one will have a couple medium hearts. Oh, sorry, Ashley. Someone pinned your comment. A Rylee signature. You're funny. This is going to be your traveling journal, you said? So many of those ones were hidden by letters and stuff. This Tombow is $8.37. Oh, those are in the wrong row. Whoops. $8.37. One of my favorites these days. All right, let's add. Oh, puzzle piece. Thank you, Jennifer. No, but I need to keep looking up in the next couple of minutes. I'm sorry, Ashley, did you say what you wanted for your little treat? Little sweet treat for all your orders? You know what? I get all of mine individual, Erica, on Journal Say or Stationery Pal. They both have pretty affordable prices. And that's just what I've always done, is just individual colors. Yes, so I was gonna send along your stamps from last time that I forgot to send along. Which ones do you want? Which types? Still no puzzle piece. Thanks, you guys. Surprised me. Okay. Do you want doodles or just headings? Or, I mean, maybe you don't have a preference. Because I have doodle stamp sets that I don't even know if they've released all of them yet, but I have them all here. Alrighty. Chapters of Us for Ashley's traveling journal. Thank you for your order. I'm trying to think. I totally would do something special here. I'm wishing that I had a good idea. But I feel silly doing a signature. Even though I know that's what you asked for. I sign your packages. 1817. We are doing gold foil. I'm gonna set this one aside to try to think of something to add to that to be part of your traveling thing. Okay, you want some doodles? Okay, well, I can show you guys the doodle stamps. Some of you haven't seen them. You know what? I never use them because I do my own doodles, but these are my own doodles turned into stamps. I don't really need them because I do the doodles on my own, you know? So I have different seasonal collections. They're on Contact Crafts with the other ones, but so the idea is there's like a colored block that you can just color on with marker, and then there's a matching outline for that doodle. So then you can kind of mix and match. Like if you want a colored block with an outline on it, like an outline in black, and then you want to scatter them around the page and do like an outline in just some of the key colors, you know? I thought that might be cute with things like the mittens and yeah, the little like citrus. You've got just the outline over here, the color block over here. Anyways, there's one for each season. So that one, oh, this is the same. I'm just holding it backwards. Oh, this whole box is all winter. Okay, so that's the winter theme one. Sorry, I thought I would have all of them in one. So let's do a winter theme one. Winter and fall, I know that they released. I'm not actually sure about summer and spring. Here's the fall one. Again, you like color in the background of the mushroom and then you can stamp a solid outline over it. You color in the pumpkin and then you stamp a solid outline over it. So you can use marker or you can use a stamp pad, like an ink pad, whatever you have. Oh, here's the puzzle piece. Perfect. I was standing up looking right at my phone when it happened. So let's do, wait, where did I put the winter one that I was going to give Ashley? Oh yeah, here. So that's the fall one. Candles, pumpkins, mushrooms, acorns, that kind of stuff. Those two are definitely on their website. I don't actually know. Okay, that's just sample stuff. Let me see if I can find spring and summer. Actually, maybe they didn't even print spring and summer for me because they didn't launch them at the same time. They wanted to launch the seasons separately. Let me check. I have a few more boxes that I've tried them all out, but I haven't actually been using them very much. Okay, that was winter again. Okay, and that one's fall. Okay, so sorry, they must not have printed the spring and summer ones for me. I thought I would have those ones to show, but I don't. And then these ones are just headings. So let's do these 2 doodle sets for Ashley in her box. And yeah, I'll try to think of something that I can put on your left page for the start of the travel journal. All right, that was 1817, and we do need to do gold foil on that tomorrow. Next we have 1818 for Trisha. Let me grab your Petal Pink pre-made journal, Trisha. Okay. This is the one that I took out for that Etsy order, so I already looked it over, but we didn't end up using it. They only have the fall set on the website. Oh, maybe they sold out of the winter one. I know they didn't print as many of those as the headings and stuff because they weren't sure how they'd go. So winter may have sold out. Okay, we've got Trisha, coffee. And Trisha, if you're here, let us know. I love coffee, books, and lots of color. Okay, so Trisha ordered our pre-made journal. It's like a coloring book and a bullet journal planner all in one. You are here. Okay, perfect. Do you have anything else you want to add to your description, Trisha? Any specific colors or like the layout of your name? Do you like it stacked or not stacked? If you have nothing to add, that's totally fine. I'll just go off of your description, but this is your chance. If you have any further input. I'm just gonna tuck some of these markers back in the drawer. My desk is getting very crowded. You like the stacked names? Perfect. We can absolutely stack your name for you. Okay. So stacked names, lots of color. Let me think which colors to pair with a coffee theme. Oh, maybe I should do pink. I was thinking green, but she got a pink journal, so maybe I'll do that for the name itself. All right, so let's do... Okay, so coffee, let's do, oh, thanks, Carson. Yeah, the impromptu bump check on a live stream just doesn't work well when you're, I mean, yeah, I work from home, so if you think I'm ever wearing a bra when I'm doodling here in my basement at 11 p.m., you're wrong. I can't Can't just pull out a bump update out of nowhere, so I had to stage one for my Instagram, for those who were asking. Okay, maybe I will bring in some green as well. Exactly, Nikki. It would be unreasonable for me to hold myself to such a standard. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom. 11 a.m. It feels criminal. Yeah, same Pretty Fulls, except I never leave my house, so. Hey, Jessie, how's it going? I am doing well. Just pushing through some orders here. We've been keeping very busy around here lately, which has been lovely. Okay, let's add leaves and coffee beans. I needs to do like purple. Let me just add a few little purple, just said lots of color, so I'm trying to add more color to this coffee theme because usually they're a little more on the, you know, muted brown side. Coffee themed pages. So we'll bring in some dots, brought in some flowers. Yeah, pause and passies. Baby's getting violent tonight. No problem, Trisha. Thank you so much for your order. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it feels like baby's trying to like take matters into their own hands and just climb out through the front by how hard baby's kicking. Oh yeah, hiccups. Yeah, I love that feeling. Yamil, my first, definitely. I have some wild videos of like, yeah, my belly just looking like a wave pool when he was kicking. But my second one, I forget what it's called. Is it anterior placenta? Does that sound right? Where the placenta is on like the outside of like the outside wall, still inside you, but on the belly side instead of on the side of your spine. And so it was like blocking his kicking from being as noticeable with my second. So I didn't feel and notice it nearly as much with him. There are pre-mades left, yes, Jess. In every color. We're running quite low on the espresso ones, but there's still a few on there. All right, there we go. Trisha's name page. Oh, he rolled. Yikes. Thank you for your order, Trisha. That was order 1818. I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea here and then I'll grab the next journal. Or journals. This is Kelly's order. Kelly ordered this for her staff for Christmas. So we've got 8 personalized orders for Kelly. And you know what? On second thought, I should maybe skip this one and do a different one. I was thinking I would just start this order, but it would probably make more sense if I would fully pack another order that can be mailed out today, since if I start it today, I won't actually finish it until next week, because this is the last one. The last live stream of the week, sorry. I hope that made sense. Does that work for you, Kelly? Next Monday, doing them all in one shot instead of, because I'll be on for probably another half hour or so, but that's not really long enough to do that many journals. It usually takes me almost 10 minutes or 10 minutes per page. And I am not planning to be on here for 80 more minutes. Okay, that works. Okay, perfect. So Kelly's will be first thing next week. And that actually was the last one with personalizations. Oh, seriously? Okay. Now, Ray, you're here. Hey, Ray. Oh, no, this one has personalizations. Oh, perfect. Why did I think that was the last one? We're getting close, though. So, Ray has 2 Doc Grid Matcha journals. All right, so journal number 1, Ray, we're gonna do, for the charms, you wanted cross, an angel, and a Bible. And I can show you what options I have for that. I don't have an angel, but I do actually have an angel wing that has been sitting around in here with my miscellaneous stamps forever. So for a Bible, we could just use the green book because I don't have any that's like explicitly Bible. And then I've got this little like angel wing, unless you guys can think of something else angelic in there, but I'm thinking this combo for the prompt that you gave, but you can let me know if you like some of them, some you want to change, if you like them all. And I realized I forgot to color the order that came in earlier. We had an order for another 2 journals. That works? Okay, excellent. Then let's grab the pliers. I don't have open book charms, no. I feel like I can picture what you're talking about though, because whenever I go to order book charms, there are surprisingly few options that I actually like, but I can picture one, but I usually find it in silver, and I don't want silver. Jennifer, when did you send an email? Was that just recently, or was it earlier today or yesterday? I'm trying to decide which one to put on its own. Maybe I'll put the cross on its own. Yeah, that works. Yesterday. Okay. No, I did not, but I will check my spam folder, which would be odd, but I will definitely check. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, Ray. Well, I mean, I think so. I only have one angel wing. I see you gave the same charms prompt for both. The angel wing was the only charm like that. So we can do the cross and the green book on both of them, and then substitute like a jewel or something if you want, or just those 2. But there's only one angel wing, so just let me know which name page you want to go along with this one that has the angel wing on it. Because I see, yeah, the charms were the same. And then the name pages were also the same. Okay, so if you want this one for your journal, sorry, what would you like for her name page? Because you had Ray Bible Journal with crosses, angels, and Bibles. Okay, so Ray's Bible Journal. Do you have any other notes you want to make about like the colors or anything like that? I don't know how to draw angels. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can get around that without having to draw. I don't really draw people, you know. So if you can think of something different that you'd like instead, that would be lovely. Crosses is fine. A Bible is fine. I could do wings. I'm not super confident in my wing art either, but I'm trying to, well, this is one of my last ones, so maybe I can go to Pinterest, but I'm trying not to take on so many name pages that have things that I don't know what I'm drawing, you know, like I give options, and I'm okay if you ask for things outside of the options that you've seen me draw before, you know, like that's totally fine, but I don't want to be searching for inspiration pictures for every name page I do, because it like doubles the time. So I want to keep it within the realm of my usual capabilities. All right. Ray. Bible journal. Ooh, I don't know what peace lilies look like. Okay. Let me go to Pinterest. Angel doodle. And I'll grab some wings. Okay, none of these wings is what I was picturing. These look like eagle wings, not angel wings. I was thinking, well, I guess maybe something like this looks more like what I was thinking. Okay, so let's put our text in the middle and then do some wings and a halo. And then we'll do maybe a Bible on the bottom. Sorry, this isn't letting me screenshot. Why can't I do that? Okay. Sorry guys, I just copy word for word. Okay, if Ray wants it to say apostrophe S, you can let me know. Now that will throw off the spacing a bit, but it just said Ray Bible Journal. So I'm gonna write Ray Bible Journal. Oh, you do want Ray's? Oh, okay. Sorry. I can absolutely add that S. We will try to hide the fact that it's a little bit lopsided. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good, and I know that nobody means to pounce on me, but when I come back to like 7 comments, you forgot the S. Like, well, no, I just did what was requested, but it is all good. I know nobody means for that to happen. It just sometimes comes across that way. Let's add a halo. And some wings. We'll put them down here then. I was thinking of making them a bit bigger, but that makes it a little bit more lopsided, but it's all good. And then we can do a Bible down here. Maybe an open one. I'll do like an open book style Bible with a cross on top so that you can tell it's a Bible. All right. I'm not sure about adding any kind of sparkle. I'm hesitant to add anything black because it looks so nice and soft, you know, like a black outline sparkle. What do you guys think? Should I add anything to it? I know there's a lot of white space, which I would normally just fill with sparkle. But I'm not sure about adding the black pen in there. No black, okay. Shivahami. Inside the journal, I can certainly show you what comes inside the journal if you're interested. This is okay, then I'll leave it like this. I like it too. It's a lot more empty. You know, usually I'm sprinkling something, so I wasn't sure if I should still do that or not. Miss O, I use a variety of markers. The ones for this page, though, were all Tombow dual tip brush pens, which I get from Stationery Pal. These are awesome. They're also pretty pricey. If you're just like getting started and you're looking for recommendations, I would recommend just grabbing a pack of 100 or 150 Crayola markers, because these have so many beautiful colors. The felt tip is great. They are lovely. Yes, I will still add some white gel pen. Okay, and then, so Ray, I only had one of those angel wings. Is there something else you want to, the charms, sorry. Is there something else you want to substitute for the other journal? Because I know you were thinking the same cross, angel, and Bible. But I can either do just cross and Bible, or we can find a different charm if you have something in mind. No, Miss O, the pages are 160 GSM, so I use up to 6 layers of water-based marker with no bleed through, or you can use acrylic marker. However, alcohol marker will bleed through. That's not the paper, that's the alcohol markers. They will bleed through pretty much anything. I think you have to get like GSM in the 300s, which is just nuts if you don't want it to bleed through. Charm letter, circle A. Okay. Sounds good. Ray, I can grab that for her journal. All right, and yeah, that S doesn't look out of place at all. Good add. Oh yes, Ashley, if I ever do another pre-made journal of my own, there will be a full color option. I did that for Coco and Lynn for their journal. Did all the coloring and stuff. And I think I would do it a bit differently if I do my own. But that's what I was thinking for this year already, was like, if I did my own this year, it would have been colored. And now I got to experience doing a colored one, so I would definitely do that again. That was fun. All right. The white, A, the cross, and the green book for a Bible. Great, Ray. And then the name page, did you want it to have your sister's name? You can just let me know what you're thinking for the name page, because I know originally here you had the same heading, Ray's Bible Journal, the same prompt. You can let me know if you want that the same or different. Jennifer, I think I would do colored and non-colored. Which, yeah, in the past I didn't do because, you need a very, at least with the suppliers that I have talked to and tried working with, you need a very high MOQ, minimum order quantity, to do full color printing on that scale. And I didn't really have the interest in my journals to like make that worth it, but we have grown a lot over the past year, and I think now that would be a more doable option for me. Ashley without the E. Okay, and how about colors, doodles, anything like that, Ray? If you could try to keep it all in one comment, that's awesome, because then it can be pinned so that it doesn't just get lost if there are many comments. I do, Autumn, yes. It's definitely gotten better, but it's still here. Ashley without the E, same as yours. Okay, sure. No problem. Let's do. What are you guys up to this weekend? This is the last live stream of the week. Tomorrow I will be packing these journals to go into the mail, so I won't be live. Panicked a bit without the E. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen it spelled this way. I feel like if anything, I've seen it with extra E's, like Ashley with like EE, or I mean EIGH doesn't have an extra E, but it's got a lot of extra letters. Baseball tournament with your little guy. Aw. Niece's birthday. Really, Nikki? My husband and I have actually been watching him over the past few weeks. Oh, where are you? Oh, you don't need to say where you're seeing him. Never mind. Bad question. That's very cool. We've watched all of his specials now that he has on Netflix, so we have run out. Father's Day stuff. Nice. let's do, where's my white gel pen? There it is. Some white gel pen. Alrighty. That was 1820, and I do need to add gold foil to these as well. Tutorial on outlines and shadowing, like the drop shadows that I do for calligraphy. This song is Daydreaming on YouTube. If you ever watch my replays on YouTube, I have it linked in the bottom of each of my replays. All right, this was order 1820. I'm gonna go grab Lynette's order, 1821. We've got 2 espresso pre-made journals and another Lynette order. So let me know, Lynette, if you have something in mind to make these special for you. Lynette just keeps coming back for more, so we're doing bonus ones here for Lynette. You had FOMO. 1821. Do you know what you would like for your special treat? Those ones are done. That's what was requested for those, so they are good to go. Well, personalizations are closed, but baby's not here, so you could choose a personalization. For these, we could do, I forget what I've all done for you if we've, yeah, Josie, Melissa commented that too. Melissa Owens on one of the recent YouTube videos. Lynette has a journal in every video. I have doodle stamps left. I have a few other stamps. I'm running quite low on stamps, so I can't offer that for too much longer. Some journal kit items, acrylic markers, free shipping. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you. ITSN dot. These ones are not fully customized journals. These ones are just kind of surface level personalizations on either these types of journals that are already done for them, but they just color them in, or empty journals. I only take one full custom order at a time, and that's not what we're working on tonight. We do have one in progress, but we haven't worked on it in a while. Been pretty busy the last couple of weeks here. All right, Lynette, let me know if you have something in mind. If not, I can pick something for you. I'm gonna grab, the next order here is for Jennifer. And that one, Jennifer's in the same boat. So if you guys choose like longer things like personalizations, then I won't be able to do both of your orders tonight. just because it is bedtime for me, but Lynette, you're not sure? Okay, what are we gonna do for Lynette? We could give her some kind of personalizations on these. Name page. Okay, we can do Lynette's name page tonight, and then we will be done for the evening. Unless if Jennifer, if you want your freebie to be something that we just throw into the box, then I can do that tonight. If you want your freebie to be a personalization, I'll have to save it for next week because we have reached our time for tonight. But what would you like for your name page, Lynette? And we're gonna have to start from scratch here because there were no personalizations ordered online. So let me know the name, the theme, anything else you want included, like colors or composition, anything like that. The comment might be too long, but if you can keep it in one comment, that makes things easier for me to not get lost. And Jennifer P., are you still here? Because while we let Lynette choose her name page, if you know what you would want for your little treat, you can let me know. If it's a personalization, like I said, we'll save it for next week, but you can still let me know if you have something in mind for your extra gift. All right, Lynette in small calligraphy in black with red and brown cheetah print. Okay, cool. So question, and if you don't care, you can just let me know you don't care. But do you want like the inside dots to be red and lighter brown with darker brown around, or all of the inside dots red? You know what I mean? You can let me know if you care. If you don't, I'll just wing it. Lynette in smaller black calligraphy. And I'm getting used to spelling Lynette with two N's. Threw me for a loop the first couple of times, but all the inside dots red. Okay, sounds good. Let me grab my red. And Jennifer said, acrylic markers or shipping? Okay. Well, I am totally fine with either. If you want me to choose, I can. But if you want to choose, you just let me know. Jennifer. And then either of those I can pack up for you tonight so that it will still get mailed out to you next week. And that means that only Kelly's 8 journal order and that one from Etsy that we weren't sure about, those are our only orders left to be personalized next week, which feels good. I love doing personalizations, but it feels good to have kind of an end in sight for this maternity leave to start. That is fine with me, Jennifer. I'm fine with either, but we can totally do shipping. I know 8 name pages. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all of those into one live stream. That might still stretch into 2, but They all go January to December, but they are all undated. So you don't need to start it in January and end it in December. You can use it for any year. And yeah, kind of start whenever you want and then just wrap around for a full 12 months from whenever you start. You know what, Sherry? I have it pulled up on my computer right now, so I think I will remember. But you certainly can message me on Instagram and remind me, because, you know, I could find a way to forget. With how scatterbrained I have been lately, even this I could forget. Baby brain better be real, because if I get back and I'm still this scatterbrained, you guys aren't going to believe me that it was ever a baby problem. Yes, and I need to check for Jennifer's email as well. Yeah, then we can blame it on mom brain. Exactly. No, I feel like it's got to be real, because I was a pretty bright girl, you know? I don't think I had a photographic memory, but I have a very, well, had a very strong memory. Yeah. I hate bragging. I graduated high school with a 98% average because I can just memorize. I can look at things and just memorize them very easily. Or I could. I can't anymore. Now I can't remember any of that stuff. But memory was my strong point. I don't think I retained as much by just memorizing things. But that was always my forte. And then now I can't remember a blessed thing. Which, it's got to be something that caused that, my downfall. Hey Maria, I'm doing well. How are you? Good night, Mama Alice. Thanks for joining. You know, I have a full flip through on my YouTube channel. I could do a quick flip through on here tonight. Yeah. I sure can. But yeah, on the YouTube channel, there's like a full one that talks about every page and how to use it, but I can still kind of show you the different page. Okay. Well, let me know if you have any trouble finding it. I'm happy to kind of share bits and pieces here. All of the pre-made ones are the same, yeah. Oh, thank you, Aaliyah. Yes, YouTube used to be my full-time thing. I have a lot of old YouTube videos on there, and then all of my recent replays. I don't really upload like regular YouTube videos anymore. I try to upload one monthly plan with me and then the replay videos from these live streams. But I do have a lot of old material on there, over 100 custom bullet journal flip throughs, and a bunch of tutorials on easy theme ideas and stuff like that. So if you like that kind of thing, you can find me on YouTube. Also Rylee Autumn. How's... yeah, you can choose to start it in the middle of the year. Many people do. You don't have to. But you would just start it. So if you want to start using your journal right when you get it for like July, you can just start using it here, and then you can roll over, you know, December of 2026 goes here, and then January 2027 can start at the front. It's obviously not as intuitive, but it works because they're not dated. So it's up to you how you want to time things, if you want to wait for the calendar year to change or if you want to just start it right away. Oh, thank you, Aaliyah. No problem. All right, Lynette, I'm getting close to being done this one. Are you wanting a name page for the other one in your order as well? And if so, you can load up your comment about the name and the details, all that stuff. All right, perfect. Just let me know what you're thinking. Oh, and no rush because I forgot. I am gonna do a little, I'll do a little mini flip through here. I know you said you could find it on YouTube, but just in case you can't find the full video, I'll just kind of give you the quick rundown of what we have in here. So I colored some of this one. Most of it I left empty. This is just one that I kind of show in reels and stuff sometimes. There's 22 yearly spreads, and then 8 blank spreads at the beginning in case you want to add any pages. And then we get into the months. So 12 different monthly themes, total of 224 pages. Every month there's a blank but still doodled page in case you want to add some kind of monthly page, some kind of tracker or just like a quote or something like that, a brain dump. We've got a title page. January, you guys chose a cute cottage or a cozy cottage theme. The calendar, like I said, is undated, so you can use it for any year, and there's a blank box by every calendar if you want to do like goals or something like that. 6 trackers, 1 level tracker, a memories page, and then 5 weekly spreads each month. And yeah, you just color it in and use it as your planner. All of the months have those same types of pages, but they obviously look different because there's different themes. So February is the bows theme. Got our blank page or title page, calendar page, trackers and memories, and then the weekly spreads. March, you guys voted for a plants theme. So that's what we have here. And yeah, you just trace over the gray letters, color in all of the doodles, and then you can use it for a cute little coloring book style planner. April, the theme that you guys chose was tulips. May is a pond theme, and colored in, this is my favorite theme in the journal so far. It wasn't my favorite just looking at it like this, but now that I've got it colored, I'm obsessed. Pond theme. I don't have it colored in this journal. This isn't the one I actually use, but it is colored in the journal that I use daily. June, we have our seashell theme. July is an ice cream truck theme, which I just colored the other day. I'm working on editing that video for YouTube. August is an ocean theme. September is sardines. So yeah, we've got our blank but doodly page, our title page, 2-page calendar with space for goals or whatever you want, your 6 trackers and 1 bonus tracker, memories page, and then 5 weekly spreads for each one. And then October, we have a journaling at a cafe theme. Oh, thank you, Erin. You're welcome. Thank you, Claudia. That was the one theme that I chose in this journal. Everything else I let you guys choose on Instagram. And that one, technically, I did let you guys choose on Instagram, but I think I kind of guilted you guys into choosing sardines by talking about how much I wanted to do it. So yeah, you color the lettering, the doodles, and then you've got a cute little weekly spread there to use. November is our knitting theme. And then December is a gingerbread cookie theme. And those are all of the themes in the journal. So yeah, you color it in and use it for planning. There is a full flip through on my YouTube channel if that would be even more helpful to you. All right, Lynette in bubble letters in brown. Coffee themes with some chocolate chip cookies. Okay. My only question, Lynette, do you care if your name is like stacked on top of each other or all in one line? Doesn't matter. Okay. Just gonna take a quick sip of tea. All right, let's do, I'm thinking stacking it then. Just as far as laying out the page goes, I feel like that would be nice. These are reminding me of cookie letters now that I started doing them, because we were just looking at December's theme with the brown cookie letters. I am Canadian as well. Yes, they are available for order. I did close personalizations because I'm starting my maternity leave very soon and I still have some orders to catch up on, but you can still order the journals themselves, yes. Claudia, that's actually a good point. There is a buy one, get one 50% off sale this week as like my last little hurrah weekly promo before baby arrives, and that ends tonight after the live stream. So buy one, get one is still open. Personalizations are no longer open. But yeah, sorry. I need a Lynnette. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for spacing. And if you do not want multiple, but you still want to grab a journal, then the discount code livestream will get you 10% off, but I don't think they stack. I I think it's just one or the other. And the buy one, get one is automatic. You don't need a code. It just happens when you check out. Lynnne T. T. E. I have been using mostly Tombow dual tip brush pens today, but anything water-based, I use a wide variety. Violet, these pages are nice and thick. They're 160 GSM, so I have no problem with bleeding. You can do multiple layers of marker, which I always do. I love layering my marker, and there's no trouble with bleeding. But yeah, as long as you don't use alcohol markers, 160 GSM is all that you need for holding up against bleeding. Thank you. Shay, will I do personalizations after maternity leave? I am not sure. I'm not restocking any of my journals this year, so some of them are running quite low. I've got about 15 espresso pre-made journals like this left. Some of them still have 100 left, you know, so some of them aren't running low. It just kind of depends when I get back to live streaming, which I haven't really been trying to predict yet. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow once baby arrives. But it depends when I get back to live streaming what I have left in my inventory. And yeah, what kind of time I have in my day with 3 kids. We will see if I end up doing personalizations again after baby arrives. I do, Raquel. Not lots, but more than 3, I think. Your parents had 8. And remind me if you want to. How many do you have, Ray? Jennifer, I feel like he could be more easily convinced to stop at 3, but we both grew up in families of 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. So I feel like that's just kind of been our default number, has been 4. But we'll see. I kind of lean towards the 4 or maybe a couple more, and he would lean towards the 4 or maybe 1 less, you know? So I feel like 4 is our sweet spot. Oh, Ray, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Cookies! Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. So I'm very glad. Carson is a lifesaver on a pretty regular basis around here. All right, good thing you reminded me. There's 1 cookie. few little cookie crumbs by the cookies. Oh, good point, Casey. Sometimes we do get them at the 2-hour mark, but I think it would have hit us already because I was not paying attention. All right, actually, I'm gonna add one more cookie over here. Going off the page. And I wanna add just a little bit of shading to some of these cookies. And by some, I mean all. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I feel like they actually kind of slot in perfect to the gaps that I had left, so excellent. Okay, 3 boys, 3 girls, Ashley. I don't think I actually knew that. Yes, the cookies definitely improved the page. I am glad that you didn't let me forget those. All right. I'm trying to decide if I do sparkles. I don't know if it really needs it because of the cookie crumbs and stuff. What do you guys think? Little black sparkles or just call it good after this? No sparkles needed? Okay, I'm gonna just lock this in then. I've had enough people confirm my no sparkles theory that we're gonna go with that this time. Now, I do have one question for Jennifer. Sorry, a sip of tea here. Also, we just got an order. Thank you so much, whoever that was. Wow, I was not expecting this week to be so huge, but it's been almost as big as our name page week, which is crazy. Oh yes, Jennifer, do you want to lock in the free shipping thing, or have you had second thoughts about the acrylics instead? Let me know what you're thinking and I will pack that up for you tonight so that it can get mailed off with this batch of journals. You did have second thoughts, but shipping is good. All right, let's get Lynette's in here. Thank you very much for your order, Lynette. That was $18.21. We've got $18.22 next for Jennifer. You really don't need more markers. You know, Ashley, they are on, some of them anyways, are on the Contact Craft site. The same link in my bio as for the headings and stuff. But yeah, apparently someone was saying they didn't have the fall ones when you checked today, so maybe those ones, or the winter ones, one or the other. One of them is out of stock, but generally that's where you can find them. All right, $18.22. Jennifer got 2 Dot Grid Matcha Green journals. And only fall was available? Okay. No problem, Ashley. Lynette. Thanks, Claudia. Do any of you guys remember Claudia Kai? Did any of you guys watch bullet journaling YouTube in like 2020? She had a few videos that went really viral. Claudia Kai. And I live in a super small town, but I lived in an even smaller town before this. And I was talking with like a new mom friend, and she asked, somehow we got on the topic of what I do for work. And so I told her about this, and she was like, oh, no way. I just met someone else who makes bullet journaling videos online. And I was like, no, you did not. Like, we live in a town of 350 people. You didn't meet someone else here who does bullet journaling videos online as their full-time job. She did. Claudia Kai lived right across the street from me for like a year. And I had no idea it was her until after I had moved. It was just funny because I had watched her content in the bullet journal niche for years. And normally I meet people who have no idea what bullet journaling even is when I mention it, but to live like right across from someone else who does the same thing like full time was just wild. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. We got through all of our orders from this week. We do have that one order from Kelly for 8 journals, which we'll do on Monday. I do plan to be back Monday at the usual afternoon slot. So whatever time it is for you right now, about 8.5 hours earlier than this is when I normally start my live streams. They are undated, so you can use them anytime. Yes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. If you'd like to know when we're going to be live and what we're going to be working on, I always try to share that in my Instagram stories. Yes, and the Etsy order. After this, I need to message the Etsy order and check my junk mail. That's what I need to do. So yeah, I will see you guys next week. I'll be updating you on my Instagram stories. YouTube is the same name. Yes, Rylee Autumn. You can find, I share all of the replays for these live streams on my YouTube channel. So they're up there from like the past year or so if you want to watch any of those. I also have over 100 custom bullet journal flip throughs there that I have done. And some tutorials as well. So you can find me on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever if you are interested. And yeah, the buy one, get one 50% off sale is set to end in 40 minutes. So if you're interested in grabbing 2 journals for the price of 1.5 journals, you can go and order those from my site right now. That is going to be the last promo before baby arrives. Next week, we'll finish orders. We'll have some time to work on Jada's journal, depending on baby's plans. But yeah, we're going to start easing into my maternity leave here. So thank you guys so much for joining. Oh, thank you. I feel bad calling you by your name. But thank you very much.